Lori, wake up, wake up. Hey guys, Jamie, here, you need this?
Yeah.
Welcome to On the Set. Sorry guys, we just,
I was sleeping?
Yeah, you were sleeping.
God.
Oh my gosh. We have some really incredible actors, film producer, writers here, comedians. I mean, I've been in stitches ever since. We just wore each other out here, before the show even started. But Lori Vozzella,
Yes.
okay, and Jamie Ryan. And Lori, you look like Juliette Lewis. I have to just say, it is striking.
And last week I had brown hair, and like 2 months ago I had red and blonde hair. And actually, people have been coming up to me for like last 15 years telling me that I look like Juliette Lewis. I was in the Liberty Hotel last summer, and I had a few drinks, and these people were drunk, and they were convinced that I was her.
I'd use it.
Yeah, I was going with it, totally. It was a lot of fun.
It's your face. It doesn't even matter about your hair color. It's your face.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because I do have a lot of her zany characteristics as well, too.
You do. Like I said, I've been in stitches, and Jamie, we don't want to neglect you over here.
No, I've been told I look like Brad Pitt's brother, Stu.
His retarded brother.
No, his brother Stu Pitt. You know?
No.
Oh!
He's just,
Well, Lori thinks you're hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did you guys meet?
Oh, you tell your story.
Are you married?
I thought
Wait a second. Are you married?
No,
Tell her
no,
you're not
no.
married. You're like brother and sister. You
Yeah.
work together.
We give love a good name.
I thought we met a mall cop, but apparently I must have been wrong. I probably was sleeping that time. But
Yeah. No, you were wrong. We met on a movie called...
no, you were wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong. No, sorry. We met on a movie called The Lonely Maiden with Morgan Freeman and Christopher Walken. And we were in Boston Commons, and Laurie was sitting on a bench with our other friend, Ellen. And I had to walk around the park probably like 40,000 times, it felt like. And Laurie kept smiling at me.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
know
like
why?
That. One time she
You
tried
know
to grab
why,
my
though?
butt.
I was
So that's when
smiling.
you first met?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
freezing. It was so cold. It must have been like 20 below, and we were out for like 10 hours sitting outside.
Cool. 4
I
years
was
ago.
lonely. It was 4 years ago.
So like you were acting or in holding, sitting out, or
We were doing extra work. I actually was put. I think they cut it out. They always cut me out. It's a funny thing because I'll tell my mother, I was in this movie. I was in that. She goes, really? Because I didn't see you. I go, yeah, they cut it out. I go, do you want to see my paycheck? I got paid.
Well, that was then. Now you have roles.
Yeah, I've done some independents with a lot of friends, which is great. I do Sports Nuts with Jamie. Last year, year before, I was doing Mass Movie Mavens with a friend of mine, Chris Palamo. I'm working on doing indies. I have a couple more coming up in a few months in the future, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, I understand that you played a corrections officer.
Yes.
And you really got that down where somebody thought you were a real corrections officer.
Yes, matter of fact, not just somebody, Dan Patrick from
Oh,
ESPN.
not just somebody.
And I didn't even know who he is. I'm like,
Awesome.
I don't really know a lot about sports, even though I've been around a lot of famous sports people. And I was standing there. Once I got that uniform on with the like fake taser, the fake handcuffs, and then the fake mace, and then I had the belt. We had to get all suited up for a couple of days. I had my Reno 911 glasses, and this was a real cop in there, so she was telling me how to walk. She was clipping me. So I was like walking around. I'm standing outside. It was in East Boston. I live in Boston. I grew up in this area of my home. So I'm standing there, and I'm like talking. So Dan Patrick comes up to me and goes, wow, you look like you're tough. I go, yeah, I'm tough, growing up in Boston, Irish, Italian, I'm really tough. And he's like looking at me. He's mesmerized. He's like, wow, you really are tough. So 3 days go by. Finally, last day, I was at talk, and I'm like, I've never done this before. And he was
That's good.
cracking
That's
up
what
laughing.
acting is all about.
Yeah.
You did it. You hit it on the head.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So and then you two do Sports Nuts.
Yes.
Yes.
Together, and we're going to see a clip in a minute.
Sure.
So, but tell us about that. Who came up with this concept?
Well, back in March, I was thinking about creating some sort of media content with Laurie because we've been friends for a while, and this is kind of like something we like to do as a hobby. And I noticed that she's got great improv skills. So what we've done is we create a sports show where I ask her to pick 3 games of the upcoming week, and just to get her take. And she's not really that read up on. She doesn't read up much on the sports. So she's just kind of whatever comes to her head.
She fakes it.
Kind of. Well, no, she's
No,
not
I'm not faking
anything.
it.
She's not faking anything. She's telling me exactly what she's
she
feeling when I
feels.
answer the question.
I just
So
go on a feeling and a vibe. It's weird. I mean, I was good on a roll. I was picking 2 out of 3 last week.
It was the first bad week
Yeah, first bad week.
out of 10.
Oh,
I
see.
have a bookie guy calling me up asking me what the bets are.
Oh, wow.
We have some fans. We have about 60 fans on the Facebook page that
Yeah.
watch us. And we try to put the show out before
Wait a
Sunday's
second.
games.
You're back on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, the Facebook
Yeah.
thing. Oh, well, we have a long relationship as friends, and actually, I have like over 4,000 friends. And the first time in my whole life, this guy defriended me twice on Facebook. I've never been dropped before.
What were you thinking?
She pissed me off a few times.
He takes it serious.
Yeah.
Better
Are
be
you
pissed
sure
off.
you're not married?
Better be pissed off than pissed on, though. That's what I say.
That's true.
Oh, you're going to get a lot of people wanting to watch sports.
Yeah.
And we know. Did you have anything else you wanted to add before we see a clip of that?
Yeah, well, the other thing, too, with the Sports Nuts is, again, we don't take too much time to film it, so
We don't think about it.
we're pretty much done within like half an hour or so, and we've done it on the iPhone. I've done
We
it on
did
the
it at
camera.
Kmart. We
Did
grabbed
it at
glasses.
Kmart,
Which
and-
that didn't even sound right. We did it at Kmart.
Yeah.
We did it at the garment.
And last-
We just go with feelings. We go to these remote areas.
Yep.
We did
All
it.
ad lib.
Oh, totally.
Nothing
Yep.
is planned.
And last week we did it in the rain.
And we're in the
Sure.
rain.
In the
Yeah,
Rain,
I
we did it
was
in the rain.
wet.
You were all wet.
Very wet.
And I think that's probably why you went 1 and 2. It was the worst week ever.
Yeah, that's true.
You got them all
Wow.
wrong.
Well, let's,
No, you know what? I got a prediction because I've done Sports Nuts as a redhead, as a brownhead, and last week as a blonde.
She's back to
wait a
blonde.
minute. Before we see a clip,
Mhm.
that just reminded me what you just said. Show us a little bit about what you do. How you do it.
All right,
You know,
so
now that she's a blonde.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
She's got her blonde hair.
Yeah.
on today.
So hypothetically, well, this is a team that's playing this weekend, and I'll ask Laurie like this. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to Green Bay to play the Packers. Now, Green Bay is doing very well this season. They won the Super Bowl last year, and they're ready to, I think, win the Super Bowl again this year. But Tampa Bay is going down there. And last week you were telling us about Albert Hainsworth, who joined them against. What do you think about this game?
Well, even though the Green Bay Packers won last year, I don't think they're going to win this year. But I'll tell you, my little insight about the Green Bay
Sure.
Packers. I actually met a few of them a couple of years ago when I lived in Miami. I played pool with them, and I was hustling them with pool. They stink at pool, but I think they're really good at football, and they were great guys. They had a great, how do you say, a sports, what do they say when somebody's, like, good disposition about sports?
They're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, not even knowledgeable, but a
fans.
good, yeah, like
Good
fans.
people.
They're not fans, they're sports players. But I'm going to say Green Bay Packers. They were good sports about me hustling them in pool.
So you like Packers better than you like
I
Pirates.
like Packers. I like the sound of Packers. It sounds sexual.
Yeah. You like the way they pack themselves in
Yeah,
their
they're nice and tight in those uniforms. I'm like, woo.
So that's kind of how we do it. We do 3 games a week, where we just kind of have Laurie go and see what she says. And in a couple of weeks, we brought on Tom White, who's an actor, a friend of ours, who was down the street. He brought on a couple picks. And then 2 weeks ago, we brought on Kevin McBride, who knocked out Mike Tyson
He's
in
a
his
boxer.
career
Right.
in 2005. So
Wow.
We have fun with it. That's like the main thing. We have fun. We do it. It was the only thing we could commit to week. We're on week 11. That's our commitment.
and it's hard because it's like Laurie's got a crazy lifestyle. She's running around doing things. I'm running around, so it's like. It's literally like, you're ready, you're free?
Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you in half an hour. I grab the
On a
iPhone
whim,
or the
yeah.
other or the camera. We set up my house. We do it with lighting and everything.
Talk about
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
stuff with no budget.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good. So let's see a clip. Let's see one of your sports nuts.
This one's from week 7, and Laurie's daughter's involved. It's kind of
Oh,
Okay. Let's
live
watch.
from Chelsea.
yeah. Good old Chelsea.
Roll 'em.
Oh yeah. Then with a sweatshirt. Murphy's Law in Southie.
What do you mean touchdown? Just catch the ball.
Girl, I'm hungry.
Come on.
Hit him, will you? I've been eating sausages all week. I don't even like sausages.
I'm hungry.
I've been eating sausages all week. I don't even like sausages.
What's my snack?
Welcome to Sports Nuts, week 7. I'm Jamie Ryan,
And I'm Lori Vozzella.
and we're here to give you the picks for week 7 of this NFL season. How you doing, Laurie?
Pretty good, and you?
Good. Where's my hat?
Where's your hat? Where's his hat?
Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right. Got my lucky hat on. Well, today is, again, week 7, and we have 3 games to pick for you. The first game is going to be St. Louis Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys were here last week, and they lost to the Patriots. What do you think about this game?
I think they're going to win this week. I'm going to put my money on them. I like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, though. They're pretty good. I love their uniforms. But it's all about football, right? So I think maybe last week they had a tough week, but they're going to make a comeback this week.
I The next game we have is the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Green Bay looks good this year, and they look to win the Super Bowl again. And there's a black cat. So this is going to be a good luck game. We have extra special good luck. What do you think about this game? Green Bay at Minnesota.
You know, instinct tells me Green Bay, Green Bay, Green Bay. I like the Vikings too. I'm going to do devil advocate this week. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I'm going with the underdogs.
Okay, because remember a couple weeks ago you said you were a true Viking.
Yeah, this is true. I'm a true Viking. Can you see my horns?
She's got horns. Okay, the third game, we have a guest. We're going to call in. Now, the NFL every year now has been playing a game in London to get the fans over there. And this year, the Chicago Bears are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe. And on the phone, we have a special guest, and it's Dorchester's own Michael Kelly.
Gotta love Mike.
Michael Kelly, this is Jamie Ryan and Laurie Vozzella on Sports Nuts Live, and we called to ask you about the game with the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in London. Laurie hasn't made a pick yet, but we'd like to know from you first.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I'm disgusted.
Why?
1776, we broke away from that country. Why are we going back there and giving them entertainment? They did nothing for us. We left them. And now we're going back there, putting American dollars there. I mean...
That's a pretty long grudge to hold against a team, though. You gotta lighten up, buddy.
Obama's pulling the troops out by Christmas time.'re getting out of Iraq. Why are we going back to London?
What does that have to do with football? No, you're right, though. It's American. I understand.
It's our sport. They don't even know what football is. They call soccer football.
So it's safe to say that you're a diehard fan?
Yeah, I can't talk about it. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach.
Oh, my.
Really?
Please tell me that you've got something else.
So with all that, who do you like in the game?
I gotta take Chicago.
Okay.
Laurie, how about you?
Who is playing again?
Chicago is Irish like Boston.
Oh.
It's
true.
And Irish, you know, we're not too much into the English.
You know what? I'm right there with you. I'm saying Chicago, too. Yep, I'm
Like
with
Chicago?
the Irish. Yeah.
The Bears versus the Bucks?
Yep. I'm with the Bears.
You rather Bears than Pirates?
Yeah. Definitely Bears. Definitely bear hug. Hey, one more question I have for you. How do you lube up?
Well, Laurie has helped me lube up in the past. Oh, come on. Look at the smile on her face.
All right.
And I take it just like voting, early and often.
Ah, I'm with you with that.
Okay, so that's our picks for Week 7. My name is Jamie Ryan.
Laurie Vozzella, but I have one more question. What's going on with the Patriots? How come they're not working?
Oh, they're not working this week.
Why?
They have a bye week.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Thanks for being on the show, Mike, and thanks for watching Week 7, and we'll see you next week.
What kind of nut are you? Because I asked myself what kind of nut I am, and I'm a sports nut.
That's right, Sports Nuts. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Who do you watch football with? My daddy. Yeah, and what's the best team in the whole wide world? Patriots! Don't you love them? Yeah. Yeah.
Films.
Oh, Double Park Films I started in two...
Definitely drinking wine tonight.
Good?
So, Jamie, tell us about Double Parked Films.
I started Double Park Films in South Boston back in 2009. A couple of guys and me were sitting around, we were making these little short films, and the whole idea what we were going to do is try to make like 30-second, slightly offensive shorts and just throw them out on YouTube, and just to be funny, you know? Because like some of the comedies changed, and we just had some old school stuff, and so we just tried to start it that way. And then it just became a name that I stuck with, so anytime I made any sort of film, we used that name.
Because every time you go to his house, you have to double park. There's no parking.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
He
that
lives
makes
in South
sense.
Bay.
And our logo is a
So-
parking sticker.